what's up, America? It's your favorite paisan, Johnny T. Yeah. Another episode of Wise Guys. Now, you know, every single week we hit the streets because we want to put your views on the news, and we go where the cool kids are at. And this week, all the cool kids are out in full force in the metropolitan area. Here in New York City, we have a massive mayoral race going on. Zoran Mamdani, the Democrat Socialist of America candidate, is in the lead right now. Andrew Cuomo, former senior killing governor of New York State, he's right behind him now. And Curtis Sliwa, the Republican candidate, is pulling up the rear. But there are things happening in New York that could change the outcome. Many have said that Zoran Mamdani's donors, he's been accused of having some illegal donors from out of the country. I know the New York City Campaign Finance Board is looking at that. Andrew Cuomo seems to have gotten a little more pep as more and more Republicans are saying, hey, we love Curtis. Curtis is our guy. He'd be a great mayor. He loves New York City. But the math doesn't look like it's mathing, and many of the Republicans are now considering going for Andrew Cuomo. It sure seems like New Yorkers are coming around to the idea of voting for the devil they know, Andrew Cuomo, over the devil they don't know. Nico and I hit the streets of New York City to ask people, is New York City in danger of being turned over to the Democrat Socialists of America?
What do you think about the candidates so far?
I'm voting for Cuomo.
Why are you voting for Cuomo?
A little scared about that guy, Mamdani. You know, his socialist beliefs, his communist beliefs, and, you know, he might be a sheep in wolf's clothing. Who knows?
Communism, socialism, Republican, and I vote for Cuomo.
Mamdani is the only really true answer, even though they're trying to paint him as a socialist and a communist. Cuomo is from the past. Mm-hmm. He's shot.
Yep.
He is not someone who can lead this city with his history.
Do you feel like you're voting for him because he's the lesser of two evils, or if you had the option to vote for Curtis Sliwa, you'd vote for Curtis?
Curtis isn't going to win.
Right.
I think it's like all hands on deck to stop Mamdani.
Yeah.
Cuomo's the only option.
Curtis Sliwa is totally out of the question.
I'm trying to vote for the guy who could win. That's right now where I am. You know what I mean? I like Curtis. I voted for him last time. But right now it's so close. You know what I mean? You know who you don't want. So you're voting for somebody who could get in. I never thought I'd be rooting for Cuomo, to tell you the truth. But here I am.
Not too big of a fan of Republicans, but I love Curtis Sliwa. Okay. Really cool guy. I like the Guardian Angels and what they're about, like community, like helping community. Yeah. If it was between only him and Cuomo, I would 100% vote for Curtis Sliwa any day.
I'm a math guy. I'm looking at the numbers. It doesn't look like there's any mathematical path to victory for Curtis, and I feel like Cuomo, as bad as he is, I want to hold my nose and vote for the devil I know rather than the devil we don't know.
That's exactly what we've been saying in the office. You know, it's who you know. Can they get the job done better? I mean, you know, the other guy, he's 32 years old. He wants to run the most complex city in the country. How does that happen there?
It sure seems like his team and his handlers and his fundraisers are doing a great job, but I don't think he's the best guy for New York City. What do you think?
He's not. He's definitely not.
You know, I like his program, but I don't think he's an honest person.
Why not?
Because he promises things that he really can't deliver on his own.
He's trying to get subsidized rent. He's trying to actually get free housing, promising some free stuff. What do you think that would do to New York City?
Taxes would go up.
Yeah. Do you think people realize that?
Oh, the buses are free now for half the people. No, nobody pays.
Right.
A lot of people, no, I shouldn't say that. I take that back. People do pay.
I really like Zoran Mamdani.
You do?
I actually had to move to Jersey City because it's too expensive in the city. Wow. I used to live in Washington Heights. It's just too expensive here.
Did you see what he recently said?
I want to speak to the memory of my aunt. Who stopped taking the subway after September 11th because she did not feel safe in her hijab.
What do you think about him telling that story for political points?
If people didn't feel comfortable with wearing a hijab after 9/11, that's awful. But if he was just doing that to score political points, that's not really cool.
So you think there were more people that should deserve more concern and attention after 9/11? Meaning like the victims and the first responders that gave their life?
No, 100%. Yeah, I agree.
He could be an Islamist, you know.
Well, he definitely is. He is an Islamist.
Look what happened in London.
Yep.
I don't know if you've been to London, but I've been there several times. It's a changed place.
I think we need more options, honestly. Maybe I'll run. Or maybe you should run, Nitro.
Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Maybe we should. I think they are better options.
I wrote in none of the above
None of the above.
because I didn't like any of them.
It sure seems like New Yorkers are coming around to the idea of voting for the devil they know, Andrew Cuomo, over the devil they don't know. And many, many people are taking a very close look at some of the donors to Zohran Mamdani, this Noel Singman, big billionaire. Mamdani's mom is a big Hollywood producer, and 60% of his money is coming from out of the state of New York. So people are wondering, Zohran Mamdani has 2 passports, one for Uganda, one for America. And is he really the candidate that wants to put America first, that wants to keep New York City on the track? Crime has been down this week. A little later on in the show, we'll have former NYPD Chief of Police John Schell. He'll be on and talk about all the things Eric Adams was doing to bring down crime in New York City. And even Eric Adams has come around. He's out of the race, but he's gotten behind Andrew Cuomo. But now, my favorite part, we take it to the table for the sit-down at Spark Steakhouse, next on Wise Guys.
People think news just happens. It doesn't. It happens because there's someone there to capture the moment, to explain it and share it. That's my job. I go where news breaks and give you the facts. Join me for The Record on Newsmax.